DJ Hopper.
I want to know names. I guess these would be more your aliases.
Real names, handles. I'm Mike Burns, but I go by Blueprint Revolution.
Did you say handle?
Yeah, handle. That's what they call your name, is that handle?
Well, my handle's name is Rufus. But my name is Microphone Lewis in this band. But my name's Michael Morgan.
And what is this band?
The Boxer's Brain.
It's really, not really hip-hop. It is, but it's not. It's got a lot of originality to it, I would say. It's not like your average hip-hop, just go up there pure.
It's honestly changing, like, even as we speak right now. I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing that we went and we made four songs real quick, and then we went and recorded them, and now we already sound way differently than those 4 songs. So it's still evolving. But our goal is to rap on live instruments.
Well, that's good. I think it's a lot better than what we would say somebody just throwing something in behind somebody else wrote.
Especially for a live show. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know the difference really on a recording, but when it's live,
The energy's different. I mean, we got
stage and
that's all that I've ever known, because I've been in Loyal Sally. I've been in. We started out. The guys from Loyal Sally. We started out in a punk rock band in Garland in early '90s. So we've been playing forever. All I've ever done is just play on stage with musicians. So whenever I met this guy, he ran up to me and said, Michael, can I please rap for you?
it's a little bit of an embellishment.
And
It's funny as shit, though.
yeah,
I can see you doing that.
I let him rap for me. Then I rolled my window down a little bit and let him rap for me.
I slid him a CD.
I kept doing the get it, I'll give you a deal, and then speeding up a little bit.
But I rap.
Being able to do that with this has been great for me, just because I've always rapped on the side, always, since I was a little kid. So to be able to get it out in this way, in the way that I'm comfortable in, with a bunch of guys on stage, then that's cool for me.
A bunch of guys on stage.
Yeah.
But what?
You could do a thought bubble right now. I want them all to be black guys doing it.
Because it's hip hop.
Yeah.
But what's awesome about it is it's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that Howdy Doobie song, that's a fun song, man. I mean, it's got some rapping in it. It's got some great music behind it, but it's fun.
That's the first song that we wrote as the Boxer's Brain. It was and is for the guys from DFW Normal, the organization to reform marijuana laws. They Sean McAllister, he's putting together some sort of show, and it's going to be about the legalization of cannabis here in Texas and all the efforts. And
Yeah, it's like a web TV show. They can do like sketch comedy and stuff like that. He's working on it, still in development, and he put me in charge of sound. So I first asked Loyal Sally to make a song about it, and they're like a real band, so they didn't pay me any attention. So then we got together for the Boxer's Brain. We're just like, well, let's try and do something to that. And so I mean, it sounds like, to me, and I love the song, but it sounds like Loyal Sally.
Waiting for a storm, a brainstorm to make your brains blow. I blow my brains out and leave you all with my soul. And I won't settle for no daps or hand claps or back pats. So I used to know that cat from way back. I'm broke as fuck, let's face
Not
facts.
very long.
Yeah, no, I mean, you really don't have a lot of
Still
fan
infancy.
base.
but it's
Really?
thick.
It's thick.
And we know how to use it. So, the crowd loves it.
Well, where do you want to go with this Boxer Brain? How far do you want to go? What is
Well,
the
for
achievement?
me,
you
it's a
look
little
for?
different because everything I do is hip hop. I don't have side projects. Like, this is his side project. But this is it for me. Like, this is what I do. So it's a little different for me, but I think the ultimate goal for any musician in the form that what we're doing is to do it as a living. It doesn't mean we have to be these incredibly famous people, but we will be, because we're white rappers. And if we catch on, we're right to the top.
If Eminem can do it, we can all do it.
Yeah, duh. So, but anyway, so that's the goal, I guess, would be to do this as I do different stuff, man. Like I do engineering. I used to work in a studio, and so anything music, I would love to do.
If anybody's looking for any work,
but I don't mix the Boxer's Brain stuff. That's the audio science lab. Audio science lab.
Sorry, Rob.
That's it, Rob.
But Blueprint started laughing at you.
They're actually friends with us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob's awesome.
Amazing.
We're laughing because he just had to change his name, and
To audio science.
not Rob.
Oh,
We should tell him that.
It's Darren.
change your name now.
We should type up a big fake document, make it real legal.
That's awesome.
For me, it's the same thing, man. It is a side project, but it's music, and no matter what happens in my life, I'm going to be doing, Loyal Sally, and I'm also going to be doing this rap stuff. So, whatever happens first or whatever happens best is, I'm just here for the ride. I don't enjoy spending time away from my kids and what's up, girl? And so I do this because I love it.
Yeah.
And I love this just as much as Loyal Sally.
That's good. You can tell there's passion for both. I mean, we've seen y'all live. Phenomenal. Haven't seen you live yet, but I bet it's just the same.
I kind of
the passion.
I hide behind the bass player.
Well, that really sucks.
I get real low and hunker over.
Please tell me that you've got his legs in this shot.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, good.
Why?
Because that
They're
big.
just good-looking legs.
I do have
We
nice
can move
legs. I've been told that by several guys.
Wow. You're representing a lot today. You got your Gloat Entertainment shirt on, which is yours, and then you got Normal going on.
Yeah, I really
That's
like
cool.
that.
Why don't you toss up that CD and let everybody see that too, because that's your other representation.
Yeah. I brought this for you. It wasn't for showing off. But,
Whatever.
but that's my first solo project. Little
It's
mixtape
this band, right?
No, that is me, just me. Like,
Okay.
That's him just
mixtape.
rapping on beats.
But I did bring what we have recorded for the Boxer's Brain, which just was sent to me less than 2 hours ago, mastered from Rob at Audio Science Labs.
You need to change your name.
So, but they're all there. They sound amazing.
That's awesome. Y'all have any? We already know Loyal Sally has an awesome video. You ever thinking about tossing up a video,
We've
man?
talked about it, but I
You
mean,
should.
we got some good songs, but in the direction I don't know, because the direction that we're
I know.
with the songs that we're doing at the moment is completely different than the four that we have here, just total sound wise. We've moved away from two guitarists, which is this whole thing, and moved to more one guitar, one keys.
Because we don't want to sound like Loyal Sally.
Well, I understand. I mean, there is only one Loyal Sally.
But I mean, it is true. But that song, that like I said, it was the very first one we made up. So it was probably like after a Loyal Sally practice. So then we all got together and then made up that song. So.
But it is a good song.
Oh yeah.
You could hear that on radio. You could hear that on several different types of stations. You could probably hear that on a country station.
Yeah.
Just trying to be progressive.
It's good. It's an all genre.
Wouldn't that suck just about
We broke
got
it
big?
I need this photo going up my class. Graduating to some better button blunts to pass. Till I'm rolling 1994 Impala with a big booty beauty queen bitch been over me. That's my dreams. Yeah, it seems it's easily within reach, but I'm living way above my means with stitches cracking at the seams. I need some time to think. I need some more to drink. I've had too much to drink, but give me a drink and let me think about
The Boxer's Brain.
Yeah.
I guess it could be a country.
No, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
What about Loyal Sally? You gonna do country with Loyal Sally?
We touch country all the time in Loyal Sally. We actually started out a lot countryer sounding than we do now. But we like to go at it full force. So if we're doing a country song, then we're gonna make it like kind of folky or old school in some sort of way, not the country that you hear today.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know we're getting off the subject of the Boxer Brain, but when we saw y'all live, man, y'all are just fun. Just fun. That's what it's all about. It's performing. It's a business, but you're still having fun when you're doing it. And that's probably how you're treating this too. You want to have fun on stage.
It's great. I mean,
but you still want to keep it business.
Yeah.
Because you want to make it. You want to do it as a living. So
it's I mean, as far as Loyal Sally goes, and you know, we're best. We've been best friends forever. We've been best friends since Bubba and I have been best friends since 2nd or 3rd grade.
Bubba's also in the Boxers brand.
Yeah, so Bubba's in the Boxers brand, and also Lucas, our bass player of Loyal Sally, is in the Boxers brand. So 3/4 of Loyal Sally is in the Boxers brand.
Which kind of makes sense.
The only thing extra that Boxers brand had we have a different drummer, and then we have
Travis Stom.
Yeah, and then we have Blueprint rapping along with me. Bubba's still singing.
P. Merchant.
P. Merchant. The keys.
He's playing keys now, but
I call him Baby Keys.
he plays guitar on all that stuff.
I don't ever call him that.
He's called
So how many do you? How many are in this band?
6.
And Brad.
Brad houses us. Brad's is Loyal Sally's photographer.
Okay.
If you've been to a Loyal Sally show, you've seen him taking pictures of girls' asses at shows.
White ponytail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did see him.
Probably asked you for a beer.
Yeah. Definitely asked you for a beer. Yeah, we that's where the bands live. That's where we go to practice, and at his photography studio.
Oh, that's cool.
So he's kind of like an extended member. Get it?
I think a lot of
I've
people.
had it.
I think a lot of people are gonna get that one.
Penis.
A lot of people already.
Now they definitely are gonna get it. So let's do some shout outs, some local music shout outs. I know that Loyal Sally's definitely one, but I want to hear from you. I know you have some you're fans of some music out there.
This just strictly here, this area.
It doesn't matter, man. Whatever local, but DFW, we are DFW Undercover, so it might be more better as a local. Yeah.
I gotcha. Cool. Yeah, man. Lately, Loyal Sally. To be honest, I go to a lot of their stuff. I know it sounds stupid, but they're really good.
Yeah.
And I live on the Fort Worth end of town, basically. So when I do come to Dallas, it's usually because of them to see shows out here. But in Fort Worth, there's a lot of really good music. But the scene's not the same. Like there, it's all bars.
Yeah.
Basically, and they got some.
So who are your favorite local bands?
I don't know, man. I don't want to say them. No, as far as hip hop goes, it's Mount Olympus. Really good. Some really good members of Mount Olympus. Young Zeus.
Glow NT.
These guys, which is me, Blueprint Revolution, G Champion, and IQ the Chemist. And he keeps begging me to be part of it, but he won't record his music.
We'll see what happens.
And but
the F&A's.
The F&A's.
Bum Lucky.
They're from out here. I've seen
Uneasy
Bum Lucky
Pilgrim.
a couple times. Uneasy Pilgrim. Are you gonna just you tell them for me?
Yeah. The Unlikely Candidates. I mean, they're not local anymore. They just got signed to Atlantic Records, I believe. So they're
Awesome.
They're doing big things right now. But they came back in town and played some shows here in Dallas, and they called us up and had Loyal Sally play with them. So that's really cool. You know, they hooked us up.
That's awesome. That's what brothers do. Let's unite.
For sure.
So.
That's just like whenever Loyal Sally gets big, I'm still gonna give him tickets to shows and
By then, Loyal Sally will be a rap group.
Yeah.
You rap solo.
Yeah. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Loyal Sally's never gonna do rap. Ever.
Loyal Sally's never gonna do rap.
I don't know if you're ever gonna ask that, but
No, they rap. But I went to school with a guy named Josh Weathers, from the Josh Weathers band. That dude is amazing.
is it local?
Yes.
Yeah, I heard his
went to
name.
school with him.
Oh. I don't know. You don't look like you went to school here.
Not here, but this area. Anyway, yeah, he plays more like country and jazz. In fact, the first time I saw him live was at a jazz bar, and they were doing jazz covers,
Jumpers.
Yeah, jumpers. So I recognized him and talked to him afterwards. I didn't know it was him, you know. I just went into a jazz bar and he was playing. So I checked out the rest of his stuff, and it's, I mean, nothing like that. It's all country, blues, and jazz. He does more, like I said, the jazz, but it's more progressive.
Yeah.
We should do a show where we promote it as Loyal Sally, and then when they get there, it's boxers break.
So we can get some booze.
Yeah.
This is too fast.
Don't like it anymore.
Wow.
Ah,
I want what you are on it.
Yeah. Just
Life.
press stop on that button on that recorder.
I've heard the worst, now it's my turn to turn the world in circles. Yo.
Entertainment.
What you waiting on? Make your way home. It's my throne that you covet. Bet you hate, huh? The old hate and run where I roam. You could've cut it. But lyrical oasis, take a break from those sand and mouth rappers. Funk volume, here's a taste of the two salt-based crackers.
So you've got a Facebook page for this band,
Yes.
and then what?
Reverb Nation.
Nation.
But as of right now, Reverb Nation only has that Howdy Doody song.
Yeah, but you can download it for free, right?
For free.
But if these things are done, are mastered,
Yeah. Which I just got the masters today. I had to call him and say, hey, can we get those done by Sunday? And he emailed them to me at 1:30.
yeah. So we can
Put
put
it on
those.
a disc.
We can
can
put
check
those
it.
online pretty soon. I'm down to give those away
Yeah.
if everyone else is down with that.
Sometimes it's good to give away.
It's
Then
not
they'll
like
buy if they really like you.
whenever you try to sell your shit as a local band. To be completely honest, you may make $30, and it's one show. It's like so awesome, but like then you have so many people that are like the friends that you just want to give it to, and it's just it's so stupid. Like honestly, we Loyal Sally bought 1,000 CDs, a whole bunch of T-shirts, a whole bunch of koozies, and we just gave it all away before we even played our first show.
Well, it got your name out there.
We didn't care, and that's kind of how I feel about this stuff. The music music's free, man. It's come see the show.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, that's where you're gonna make some of your money right there. Is
Yeah.
at least coming to the show, get some new fans.
You could download all our shit. I don't care.
I don't really care either.
Just listen to it.
So I've been sitting on music for 3-4 years that I've never done anything with. Like, just mixed it, mastered it.
By the way, him and IQ have a CD that's coming out that I just got to hear, and it's songs that he's talking about that he's been sitting on. It's fucking amazing. It's really good.
Cool.
See, like, you guys even talked about it.
Why? This is
Well, I like talk about my best
Boxer
work.
brand Loyal Sally interview.
Boxer Loyal Sally. No, brother, this is you. I mean, I know Loyal Sally. We've been talking a lot.
It's just part of the deal. We get it. I'm in Loyal Sally, but we're gonna have to talk about it.
I mean,
We get it.
it's
I
yours,
got a lot
man.
going on. I mean, there's a lot. I have a lot that I'm doing has already been done, and a lot of things I map out in my head and never get to. But I mean, I'm constantly working, and I've got 3 full albums, like me and somebody else, all completely finished and done for the most part. Like, the one he's talking about is called Megahertz, and it's just me and IQ. And I mean, there's just a few editing things I need to do, and it's done.
It's good though. It's really good.
But I mean, I've only been doing this seriously for 5 years. Like, I don't even listen to hip hop outside of Tech Nine and a few underground artists and stuff like that. But yeah, I listen to him a lot. But
Straight up though, we are probably the biggest fans of each other, which is how this whole thing started out. Just I liked what he did. He likes what I do. So we've constantly been making each other better.
oh yeah, I've come a long way. Just I would say probably IQ himself. When we started working on that project, this is about a little over 2 years ago. When we started working on that, I had already done 3 or 4 of the songs and was kind of waiting on him to catch up to that. And one day he said, "Man, I don't know about your rhythm."
Black.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know about your rhythm. And I went back and I was listening to it, and it was more like I really got into this almost spoken word type of rhythm to what I was doing. And I listened to it and I was like, yeah, I like it, but I don't think anybody else would, because it was just, I don't know, you can't explain it. But
Stupid.
yeah, so I went back and I rewrote all those, and ever since he told me that, I pay a lot more attention to what I'm doing. Like, I hone it more than I do anything. And
So what you're saying is basically on this interview, you're not very good, but you're getting better.
yeah, I'm really getting there. I feel like I could probably keep up with a metronome in a few months. I think.
Well, with hip hop, you don't want it to sound robotic. You want it to actually sound fluent.
Yeah, and I did that, but I feel like there's, as far as lyrically goes, and I'm sure every rapper feels this way, but as far as I feel, that I can't be, like, nobody can touch what I do. Like, it just, that's how I feel. I may not have the best flow or whatever, and I am getting better at all of that stuff, but if you break down my lyrics, you'll be working for weeks, you know.
Just a lot of passion behind it, right?
Yeah, that's what got me into it. Like
his stuff is full. It's full. Like you got to listen to it a couple times to understand it, because he's smart with his stuff. With all the stuff that he says, he doesn't just throw together a lot of the lines that all these other fucking rappers throw together. You know, the
same exact line in every song by different rappers.
Yeah.
I'm on my grind.
swagging it up.
Swagging, yeah. I mean, they say the same thing in every song. I'm getting money.
So yeah, his stuff is thought out, and that's one the thing that I liked about him.
Well, I think about it differently. I mean, when I first started doing, like, okay, for me, I used to be in a rock, like a metal band, and this was 7 or 8 years ago, and I was the screamer, basically, right? And they broke up, and we broke up, I guess, and I was trying to find an outlet. Like, I still wanted to do music. Bless you. And so I was trying to find ways to make music so that I could continue to do what I wanted to do. And so I bought video games, MTV music generators for PlayStation, and I made music on that. But it's all digital. It's not real recordings of anything. So it all ended up sounding like hip hop stuff, no matter what I did, no matter how many guitars I put in it or whatever. And so it all sounded hip hop, and then the guy that actually did this with my arm.
Get chills when you talk about him.
My dilate and back end. Anyway, I'm at a 6, guys. Anyway, the guy that did this arm, he traded me tattoos for beats. Brian was his name, Bam, that's what he went by. But cool dude. So he really liked it, and so I started. A guy that I used to know that rapped moved to California, and he was actually like pursuing it out there. So I got in touch with him, and I sent him a couple beats, and he flew in when I first started doing engineering and stuff. He flew in, and I recorded like 4 songs with him, and by the time he had left, he had another one that was like half done. So I asked him if he knew anybody he wanted to put on it. He's like, no. So I just messed around, and I fucked with that song for a little bit, and I cussed. Beep.
So proud of you.
Take that out.
So proud of
Take
you.
that out.
Is your mom gonna watch this, do you think?
But yeah, I've already told her. She's trying to stream it.
What's up,
Telling her
girl?
you can't.
Can't stream it, it's not live.
I know.
How you
Mom,
doing,
can't
girl?
stream
How
it.
you doing, mom?
Anyway, so I worked on that, and I sent it to him, and his response was, "You sound really white." He's not white, but his response was, "You sound really white." And so I never tried it for a while, and I just kept making beats and stuff like that, and I just so happened to live 2 doors away from IQ, the guy that I do megahertz with, and he had his friend over, Champ, and they were recording over there. And my roommate at the time went outside, and they're outside smoking a cigarette, and he went over there and talked to them, and he's like, "Oh yeah, he makes beats, come over here." So they came over, and for weeks they would just do freestyle sessions, and I'd pull up beats I had made, and they would do freestyle
When
sessions.
did you finally rap for them?
I did. It was a long time.
Were you nervous?
I don't think I ever rapped in front of them. I would show them some stuff that I had recorded.
Were you
But
scared?
I was real scared, man. They're good. They're really good.
White dudes from Texas, and it's mighty fine to meet y'all. The box's brain, much like Kurt Cobain's, just contained inside the cranium, came to offer change. Listen, it's getting harder to defend. Y'all butcher and release, cause I wanna be a bargain in a bargain bin, but boy, bet this ain't a Texas-sized move, and take a break, y'all need to make.
But that's how I got started. And all I was trying to do at that point was to make beats, try and get those sold, and engineer. And they eventually, I guess I started rapping with them, and they're like, "Oh, let's all get something going together." And IQ makes beats too that are 100 times better than anything I could put together.
I'm the best rapper in Dallas.
That's sitting on this couch.
Nah, just in all of Dallas. I'm the best rapper, possibly Fort Worth.
But not Mansfield. That's me.
You can take Mansfield.
I got Mansfield on lock. Like parked cars on the block.
So now everyone knows who's the better rapper.
Yeah.
So let me lead by my example. Once it's all so, there is no way to cancel. I was born to be a star, a real one, not fuck. But only hard work could make a real bum luck.
Entertainment.